So, did you appeal the Churchwell targeting?
Yeah, we sent it in. You send them in every week, but it did not. They upheld it, so we posted out the first half.
What did you see when you saw that play? Looking back at it,
I couldn't tell.
Okay. South Alabama scouting report. Obviously, they've got some good wins. It's a conference that's gotten a lot of attention in the last week or so. What have you seen when you scouted them?
Well-coached team. Major Applewhite's the offense coordinator, does a really good job. Quarterback Carter Bradley is really efficient in terms of what they do. They're going to spread you out. They get the ball. They get two outstanding wide receivers. Their outside guys are really good, Wayne and Lacey. And then they have a tough physical running game in Webb and Avery. So, they kind of spread you out to run it a little bit, and if you get too spread out, they're going to hurt you in the run game. But if you get strict too much in the run game, they're going to hurt you because they got weapons out wide. So, really solid football team on the offensive side of the ball. Been very efficient in their first two games offensively this year. When they win over Nichols and they win over Central Michigan. Central Michigan went in and scored 44 on Oklahoma State in the opening week. And I thought defensively, these guys did a really good job of shutting them down. There are multiple on the defensive side of the ball. The head coach is a defensive coach, came from Indiana as a defensive coordinator. Very multiple, a lot of different looks, a lot of different blitzes, a lot of dropping different guys into coverage. So they try to confuse you from an offensive standpoint going against them. You got to know who's coming, who the rushers are, who the droppers are, because that can affect you in terms of trying to be efficient in your passing game. So, really well coached team, and we expect a really good game on Saturday.
Does the way Bowling Green played against you guys defensively, does that help with preparing for a game like this?
They're not. They're not. I mean, Bowling Green's more of a 3-4 team. This is a 4-2-5 team, but there's some principles, I think, but I think the schemes are different.
With Churchwell, so much of it, what he brings to the table is that kind of hitting ability and tone setting and all that kind of stuff. How do you coach him up after a call like that? Is there anything additional you tell him?
No, I mean, it was a bang-bang play, and it's tough on some angles. It doesn't look like there's contact on other angles. There are. Sometimes the receiver's getting low, when he's hitting in the right spot. But, I think Kenny's been really good. He's played a lot of football for us. He's done a really nice job. Sometimes those plays occur. And, we always coach tackling every day in training. We don't coach tackling with the head. We coach tackling shoulder leverage tackle. So our fundamentals of what we practice, will continue to be the fundamentals that we practice. We just got to weather the storm when Kenny's out in the first half.
The UCLA football Twitter account tweeted out that welcome to Transfer U. Did you sign off on that?
No, I did not. That was a mistake. And I was told that that's not what we're about. So we're always going to build it just like we talked about in the preseason with the high school kids, and then you're going to supplement it with the portal. And I think what their point is, we've been very efficient with our portal. I think the kids we bring in here play. And that's a credit to how we do that. We've always approached it like it's free agency in the National Football League. So how can they contribute to the program? There's a ton of guys that can win the portal. I think that's probably the MO for most teams in college football. I think 48% of the quarterbacks in the FBS right now are transfers. In our conference, there's only 2 quarterbacks that were recruited as high school kids coming out, and that's Dorian and Tanner McKee at Stanford. The rest of them, the other 10 teams, have transfers on their team. So that's kind of the reality of it. But that shouldn't have gone on.
So when you say it was a mistake, did you hear from the administration?
No, that was a mistake that the head coach saw when I saw it. I said that's a mistake. I didn't hear from anybody.
I think it's still up. Did you ask them to delete it? Or?
I don't know how to do it. I'll take care of that when I go back. I'll find out. So it's already out there, so I don't know what deleting it does.
So that it's not out there in perpetuity, maybe?
Do people go back and look at them afterwards? I'm not in that world, so you want it out, I'll take it out.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Is Kane Medrano, is he still out?
He's unavailable today.
Ezekiel's back in full go.
Yep.
How's Shea looked from what you've seen at inside linebacker so far?
Shea's done a nice job because he plays both our Sam and our Will for us. So he plays in the box on our Will when he's playing the Will. He plays a little bit outside when our Sam linebacker gets extended by formation. So he's adapted really well. Was a striker for us last year. Moved up to linebacker when Coach McGovern got here and Coach Norton got here. And I think he's done a really good job because he's got versatility. So he's provided a lot of versatility for us.
Thank you.
All right, guys.